Hello everyone and welcome to Direwolf20's Let's Play. This is episode 19. One thing, the very first thing I want to show you in this episode is a couple people wrote in and gave me the most obvious suggestion in the world, and I don't know why I didn't think of it. I was probably just having my head spin a little bit from trying to understand nuclear engineering and industrial craft, and it just didn't occur to me for some reason that my issue with my lava buckets getting shot out of this chest here can be easily solved by using a diamond pipe. What this does is it'll filter the lava buckets and the normal buckets. Normal buckets will go back up and straight back into my chest, and the normal buckets will go over here. So, as you can see, lava buckets going out the white, and empty buckets going out the green. So, white and green there. So now the system is fully automated and working as intended. So that was just me being really stupid, and for whatever reason, it didn't occur to me to do that. So, why don't I go sleep through the night here and get started with something I want to show you guys today. Okay guys, the first item I want to build here for you is going to require a Lapatron crystal. Y'all should remember how this works. So without further ado, let me get building on it. I need some of this good stuff, and I need some cabling. You can see I've collected a good amount of rubber from my rubber trees there, so let's get started. That's right, I'm making 4 electronic circuits. I'm going to need 2 for my Lapatron crystal. There we go. And I'm going to add to this. Oh, forgot one item. I always forget one item. An advanced circuit. Need 2 of them. And the last thing I need for this is reinforced glass. How do I make that, you're going to ask? Quite easy. Whoops. Need one of those advanced alloys. Actually need 2 of them. So let me get that compressing real quick. Okie doke. And I'm going to need a little bit of glass. Pretty easy recipe for reinforced glass. Reinforced glass is not used in a lot of recipes. It happens to be used in this one. It's really nice because it's stronger than normal glass and it will resist explosions. And there might be some explosions in our future, who knows. So, lay down reinforced glass, couple advanced circuits, not a terribly expensive recipe, and you've got the quantum suit helmet. This guy's pretty cool. Let me go charge him up. You can see it's an addition to the quantum suit, and this one's special ability is that it lets you breathe underwater. So jump in the water, go swimming, have a blast, and you won't ever run out of breath. So once this guy charges up, I'll run outside and just show you guys how that works. Of course, he's also going to give you some more armor, so that's always nice to have. You're going to take less damage when you get attacked by some crazy enemies or something. So let me let that finish charging. You can also see my MFSU is kind of full, so what am I going to do about this? I don't know. Maybe I'll build another one. So there we go. Quantum suit helmet is on. Let's go outside, find ourselves some water. I believe there's some over in this direction. So, I'm underwater. And you can see I do have that little breath thing going on down there. Oh, there it goes. So you can see that because I have a quantum suit helmet on, it's going to constantly refill my air bar. Looks like it refills every few seconds, so no more fear of running out of breath while underwater. Not that I plan to spend a ton of time underwater, it's just more useful to A, have the complete set of quantum suit armor, and B, more armor resistance. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to move on to another item that I want to show you guys from Industrial Craft, and this is an extremely expensive item. It does a lot of cool stuff, but it's very expensive. So let's get started on building one. I'm going to need a good amount of advanced alloys here. So let's get them going. I might even need more. Hey. So I'll get these guys cooking in my compressor. And while that happens, I'm probably just going to let those go, because that's a big foundation of everything I'm about to build here. Yeah, I need a lot of them. So I will be back in a moment once they're done. Okay, I'm going to snag this coolant cell here. That's right, guys, we're doing nuclear reactors. I'm going to need some more water, because I need to make a few more coolant cells, and I think you all saw me making that earlier by mistake when I was trying to make a snowball. Let me warn you about nuclear reactors. I don't understand them yet. I've spent a whole bunch of time reading on the forums trying to understand it. My head is just spinning. The nuclear reactor system in here is very complicated, and there's a lot of parts to it. And basically, it's tricky, but very in-depth, and you can do some really cool stuff with it. So, without further ado, is it extractors that make? Yeah, I think it's extractors. So what you want to do is combine your water cells by using an empty cell and a bucket of water. And then stick those water cells in your extractor here, and they should become coolant cells. Ta-da! Alright, so I'm going to go get some more water here and make a few more of those. So I'm going to be back in a moment to show you guys what's up. So here's a nuisance. Coolant cells don't stack. So as you're extracting them, they get stuck. How am I going to remedy that? Well, not terribly hard. I'm probably going to at some point build a BuildCraft machine similar to what I did to create my lava cells, to create coolant cells. But for now, I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm not, like I said, terribly clear on how the whole nuclear reactor dealy works. So I don't know how much I'm going to need these coolant cells. I don't know if I need a bunch of them, if they get used up. I haven't done this before, so you guys are going to be learning along with me. So you can see my advanced alloys are done. I think I've got enough coolant cells for now. Let's get one more. Why not? And let's get started. So I need some copper. I think I grabbed a stack. I did. The first component of a nuclear reactor is reactor plating. Really easy recipe. Bum, 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 bum. Integrated reactor plating. Awesome. I'm going to need 3 of them. And they don't stack either. Cool. The next thing I'm going to need is an integrated heat dispenser. One of the components of that is reactor plating, so I need one more. And I need some wire here because I need... Remember when I told you this thing was complicated? You ain't seen nothing yet. I need some redstone, and I need some lapis and some glowstone. So I need an advanced circuit, a recipe you guys should know by now, because I've only made about half a dozen of them. Combine that with a couple coolant cells like so, integrated reactor plating, and a couple pieces of copper, and we get an integrated heat disperser. A tricky device that I'll try and explain in a moment, but let me get finished building this item here. Now I'm going to need a reactor chamber, and to build that I need 4 of these advanced alloys, and I need a machine. Smart me. this guy here, and our integrated reactor plating. With our integrated heat dispenser, advanced alloys, and a machine block gives you a reactor chamber. Okay? Like I said, complicated recipe. I can already tell I'm going to need more advanced alloy. I did not make enough. So let's get cooking on some more of those. And I need to build another one of these reactor chambers, so I'm going to do that in fast forward. Okay, so now I've got 2 reactor chambers. Not too shabby. Let's get cooking on the rest of this recipe. The next thing I'm going to need is a generator, because the base function for all energy producing things, you need a generator somewhere. So do I have any iron? I do not. Standard iron. Gonna need a battery. Whoops. Furnace and a machine block, right? I think that's the recipe. Remember when I said this was an expensive recipe? I was not lying. What am I doing here? Oh well, I'll use that machine block in a minute. I forgot, cheap recipe only uses one of these guys. There we go, generator. Cool. Alright, and now I'm gonna need some more copper cabling. I believe I've got some good. And I'm gonna need my advanced alloys. So, first I need 2 more advanced circuits. Generator, 2 advanced circuits, 4 more advanced alloys, and 2 reactor chambers comes together to make the nuclear reactor. Dun 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 dun! Very cool. Okay, I've just gone and slept through the night. Let me clean up my inventory a little bit here, and yes, I will be expanding this nuclear reactor a bit more than I have so far, but I'm trying to go into this slowly, because, like I said, it's a very confusing process. So, I want some glass fiber cable. I'm probably going to need a couple more of them, because I don't want this nuclear reactor anywhere near my house. Anywhere. Nuclear reactors can explode in a very, very nasty way. And I don't want to lose all the stuff I have in this house. That would not be cool. So, leave this machine block in here for a little bit later. I think that's good. There is one thing I want to build real quick. Okay. I'm going to hold off on building anything else right now. I think that's good. So, actually, yeah, there's a couple things I need to build still. Need my empty cells, and I need my uranium. Let's say 6 uranium. Now, if I remember correctly, do I have to cook this stuff? No. Hang on, let me see how I make uranium. See how much I don't know? Compressor. Okay. So let's stick these guys in here, these guys in here. Told you I was going to be learning this as I went along. Stick your uranium ore into a compressor, and you'll get a uranium ingot. This is the fuel that's going to be used for a nuclear reactor. Cool. But not just like that. It has to actually go into a fuel cell. So combine your refined uranium with your empty cell and you get a uranium cell. This is what we use in our reactor to produce energy. So let's get a couple more of these going. Also, do not stack. Cool. And there we go. Not sure exactly how many of these I'm going to need, so let's go ahead and stick some of them in here for now. And these guys are capable of generating quite a bit of energy. Before I go out there, though, I want to get a couple more items. I want to create a couple more of those integrated reactor platings and integrated heat dispensers. So let me build like a couple. Should be good. I need my copper ore. Let's say 3 more. And I'm going to use one of them complicated build. I wasn't lying to you guys. I haven't even gotten to the hard part yet, by the way. Probably going to need a couple more coolant cells. So I've got, let's line all this stuff up. I've got 1 integrated heat dispenser and I've got 2 integrated reactor platings. I'm going to need a bit more of that, but for now I think I'm good. How's my coolant cell production going on? Drop these guys off, and I'm going to go find a nice place to build this. I figured, why not? Let's build it right off the MFSU that's feeding my mass generator. That's a good idea, and this thing will get charged up nice and quick as a result of this. So I'm going to build this guy nice and far away from my house. How's here look? Not too shabby. Let me mine this out real quick. Okay, it's not much, but it's home to my nuclear reactor. I'm a good distance away from my house, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, this might not be quite far enough. But I'm not going to be doing anything too dangerous at the moment, and before I do start doing any crazy dangerous stuff, I probably will know a little bit better about what I'm doing. So I'm going to place lock right there, and put down my nuclear reactor. Okay? 50. Now the nuclear reactor, as you can see, has a bunch of rows for some stuff. Okay? And this is where we're going to put our uranium cells, our coolant cells, and all that good stuff. But before I start doing anything, I'm going to cable it up. Might be a little bit of power loss here. Maybe I should build an MFE or something real quick, because I don't want there to be any power loss just yet. So let me build 1 or 2 of them. going to wrap up this Let's Play episode because it's getting a little bit long. I actually recorded the next feature along with this one, and it turned out to be like almost an hour long, so I'm splitting them into two segments, 20 minutes and 25 minutes. So I'm going to clip this one here, and the next episode, episode 20, is coming very shortly. And I'll see you guys then.